Funko just announced some new figures, and so of course we've got to check them out. And now the first figures that I want to talk about is King of the Hill, and there's some great stuff here, like we're getting Dale, Hank, Bill, and Boomhauer. I think these all look really, really great. Like they have a mix of the actual animation style as well as the 3D pops, because sometimes I know it's a little bit tough to put them together. Like for example with Family Guy, that set wasn't very big, and I'm guessing it's because they just looked a little bit odd compared to, you know, the actual show, but with these ones here, they're well done. I think my favorite out of these here definitely have to be Hank as well as Dale, because I like the bait shop hat. I know that's not exactly what his hat looks like in the show. It's probably because they couldn't get the license to Mack trucks, if I were to guess. I also do really enjoy that every single one of these figures comes with a beer, because if it didn't, I mean, come on, that's a missed opportunity. And then everybody, this next one that we have here is Spy Family. Now, we've actually talked about Spy Family on the channel before, because a lot of the figures that they're finally announcing is coming soon were actually shown off over at Toy Fair in New York a little while ago. And now if you don't know how Toy Fair works, it's for companies to show off the new things coming out later that year. It's not for people to like buy and order them. And so that's why we're getting them later on. And you can see here we have Lloyd as well as Anya and Yor, which all look pretty amazing. And I think honestly out of these ones here, Lloyd is probably my favorite. The way he's jumping in the air, Funko did a good job with him. Now we've got a brand new wave of NBA figures, and these ones here are great because we're getting a brand new Michael Jordan, as well as Shaq with backboard and Shaq with his 2000s WCF celebration. The only thing that I wish with the celebration Shaq is that they gave him a mouth. I feel like it would add a bit to the figure. But that Shaq with backboard really does look amazing. The way they brought it to the floor, it's got the NBA logo in the back, the scoreboard, I'm gonna need to pick it up. Now let's take a look at some Dragon Ball pops, where we have Master Roshi at Kame House, which is actually one that I got to see at Toy Fair as well. And I gotta say, that one really does look amazing in person. So if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you're gonna want to pick this one up. We also have Bulma, we've got Oolong, as well as Chi-Chi and Krillin. And I believe it's the first time we've ever got an Oolong and maybe Chi-Chi. I know that for Bulma and Krillin, they are like different molds, of course, but we have seen them in the past. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the other ones. They all look really cool though. And I am really enjoying the use of that clear base more often, so that way it looks like Oolong is actually jumping. It's honestly great when Funko does that. They were all just standing there. They'd be okay, but you know, it's way cooler to have them in a nice pose. All right, everybody, and now with WrestleMania happening just the other day, we also have a brand new Cody Rhodes and John Cena, and these pops have some crazy detail. I think the John Cena with the "You Can't See Me" hat on, as well as the John Cena shirt, looks really, really great. And it was in Vegas, so that's why there's so much here with like cards as well as slots. It's cool. Also, the mask that they used for Cody Rhodes is crazy, and I didn't actually watch WrestleMania, so I would like to see what that looks like in person, to see what he actually looked like wearing it. But I mean, come on, that skull mouth on the front there, insane. Now we've got to talk about Star Wars Celebration Japan, because Funko did have an exclusive, but it was Jar Jar, a Diamond Edition, nothing to write home about, because we've already seen that one before. But what really was amazing was the same weekend they announced this brand new set here of Star Wars Samurai Pops, totally fitting with the Japan theme. And even though it wasn't available at Star Wars Celebration, I'm sure it was still to go along with it. And so anyways, in this set here, we have that Kylo Ren, Rey Skywalker, as well as Darth Vader. These three are amazing. They're available on Funko's website, and I picked them up right away. Look, I had to get them. They honestly look so cool. I love the flame sword for Kylo Ren, as well as the way that they did it where they're not actually holding lightsabers at all. It's honestly a really cool way to do it. Oh, and I almost forgot, there was another exclusive as well. I've got to see if I can find a picture here. Yes, the Mandalorian with Grogu, which is again a really great one. The entire set is 4 altogether, and this one here was exclusive to Target. So if you're looking for it, I believe it's a pre-order now and will probably be showing up in stores later on. The only thing that I wish with that one is that they gave Grogu a little helmet to wear as well, but besides that, honestly, the whole set is pretty perfect. Now, everybody, let's jump into the brand new Superman pops, because I am so excited about this movie, and I know that a lot of you guys probably are too, because the trailer did so well. I think it's got over like 60 million views or something like that. So anyways, taking a look at these guys here, we have a brand new Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor, of course, because they are the main people in the movie. But then, of course, everybody, we also have Krypto, and the way that he's jumping with the cape on, and we got the like comic book version of Krypto crypto a long time ago, which is a cool figure, but it's not as good as this one. I am loving how this pop looks, and he's in a sideways box, so he's got way more detail, and he's a lot longer in jumping. Then everybody, we have the 10-inch version of Superman, which is a different pose from the regular size, so I'll probably pick up both of them for when we do the big review with the movie as well, because I do want to see what they look like in person, and also I try to be a little selective with my 10-inch pops because I only have so much room for them, but I feel like this one's a must for the collection. The bases are blue instead of clear, which I think adds something to these figures, and I don't know why. It makes them feel way more Superman to me. But anyways, like I said, they're so amazing. Cannot wait for the movie. It's gonna be a good one. Oh, and speaking of movies that I'm excited about, Elio is also getting a pop, which is so cool. It's Elio with Ooh, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much about Ooh, and actually I don't know much about Elio either because the movie hasn't released yet, and also this is a brand new actual franchise for Pixar, so like it's not like a second movie, so we don't really have like a background on him. But what I do know is that he wants to go to space, and so this is probably somebody he meets along his journey, and yeah, Elio's looking really cool. I am so glad that they actually made a pop for this movie. And I say that because Funko never made a pop for Elemental, and I would love to get at least Wade and Ember. I think they would be a perfect 2-pack. Alrighty, now this is an interesting one, and it seems like there's only the one so far. It is Michelangelo, but he's like translucent green. Why? I'm not exactly sure, and I don't know if there's gonna be more of these coming out or if it's just gonna be the one, but I definitely have to pick this up to see what it looks like because I'm kind of taking a look at the hands there, and you can see them actually wrapped around his nunchucks. It's odd how they're doing this. But if you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know that I'm a big fan of the weird and wacky exclusive. So for this one here, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be grabbing it like I said. I just don't really know what it's gonna look like in person. And if you're wondering, I believe this is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. I saw it in their coming soon section. Oh, and now everybody, we've got to mention the brand new Daredevil Born Again set because they finally announced some cool stuff for this. And I believe we knew that they were coming. We just hadn't seen like the entire set yet. So anyways, we have Daredevil, Kingpin, Bullseye, and Punisher. They all look really great. And I think my favorite out of these ones here is probably going to be the Daredevil. I don't know. I just think he looks really great. The suit looks amazing. The red eyes are awesome. And then probably after that is Punisher. I think, yeah, those are probably my top two. I also love how accurate the suit is for the Punisher, too. And the hair, like the head mold for the Punisher, really is accurate. Oh, and you know what, actually? Keeping it on the translucent theme with the Michelangelo that we talked about earlier, I forgot that they had announced this My Melody for the Sanrio set. So it seems to be just like completely pink, and maybe this is like the new kind of exclusive they're gonna be doing? I'm not exactly sure, but I do enjoy these. I think, though, I would like it a little bit more if it was, you know, similar to the Michelangelo, where it actually has the regular colors along with the entire body being translucent. But anyways, with this one here, I think it is interesting. Just like I said, I wish it had a little bit of regular color to go along with those translucent bits. Oh, right. Now, these ones were a little bit ago, but I haven't talked about them yet. It is the brand new wave of retro toys coming soon. We have the Chatter Telephone, Ouija Planchette, and See and Say. These are some really great figures, and I don't think they're going to be ever making them for the Toy Story line, but if you've seen Toy Story 3, you would know that they fit in perfectly with that collection of characters. Similar to Mr. Potato Head, I feel like they're just going to be making the actual version of it, of the real toy, and they're never going to do like the Toy Story collab, which is too bad because I would love to have that Mr. Potato Head in that Toy Story box. Maybe they'll do it later on for the 30th anniversary this year because I know they're going to be making a wave. They just haven't really announced what it's going to look like yet. Oh, and how could I forget, everybody? We have some Polly Pockets too. These also fall into the retro toys line. We have the Flower as well as Heart, and both of them, I gotta say, look pretty decent. Now, for the last thing that I want to talk about today, we have Five Nights at Freddy's, where there's the brand new Withered collection of Pops, which is perfect for the new movie releasing later this year. Because we are getting a Withered Freddy, Withered Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and Super Mangle. It was actually the one that we got to take a look at over at Toy Fair. I've actually seen that one in person, and it's honestly amazing. I don't know how they were able to pull it off so well. And then when it comes to the others, I am definitely going to be picking up this entire set. And so I'm debating on if I want to do like a big video as soon as they release, or do I save them for the movie review? Actually, we could probably do both. I feel like you guys would enjoy that. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That is all of the Funko Pops that I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it's always a lot of fun to check out and see what's coming soon. If you guys want to see more news videos like this, please like the video and subscribe because it really does help out a lot. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.